Hi, FlossTube.
Hi, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Just Keep Stitching, episode 32.
10 plus 10 plus 5 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1.
There you go.
Is 32 cause math.
You've had your math lesson for the week.
There you go. Ready to go.
Welcome back, everybody, to our channel.
Hello.
And we have had a pretty busy stitching week. Let me tell you what.
Have we?
2 days in a row, it almost felt like a retreat.
So much stitching.
Of course, we told you last week that Keepsakes was about ready to do their framing sale.
Yep, Super Bowl framing sale.
And it's still going on. She stays open on Sundays for it. And because...
Sunday, not Sundays.
What did I say?
You said Sundays, like there was multiple Sundays. There's only one Sunday.
Correct.
She's staying open for it.
She's open today, bottom line.
Basically, yes.
If you need something framed,
which is
cross-stitcher, get your ass over there.
Right.
All right.
Run, don't walk.
So,
don't fast go.
Also, Friday was...
Stitching.
First Friday Stitching.
First Friday Stitching.
So that meant that it was a combo, if you will, of First Friday Stitching.
Plus framing sale.
A Friday to go to the shop.
Right, to stitch.
And Stitching. Seriously.
Madhouse.
We were there for a long time on Friday. We went over around lunch.
Yep.
We were able to connect with our finisher, Jan. More about that later.
To come, stay tuned.
We stayed through the afternoon. People came in with their needlework to be framed.
So fun.
So fun. So fun.
Because, like, I don't know, we're part of the, like, quote-unquote normal crowd. I mean, we're not normal by any means. But, like, we're part of the people that, like, we're there every Friday. And so, like, there's a distinct... I mean, it's not a clique by any means, but we're the same group of us go over. Yeah. Typically, we can predict who will be there on any given Friday. But because it's their framing sale, and this is the last framing sale they're going to have before they cease framing in May, a lot of people were, like, diving into their UBBs.
Just like we did.
Right. And they were like, I need to get stuff framed. And so, you know, a lot of the people we saw at Stitchaway and stuff, but to see their finishes, like there was one lady who brought in, like, 4 or 5 Charlie Harpers that she'd finished. And
beautiful.
Yeah, it was really cool to see and to help people pick out frames and to have people pick out frames for us. So we're going to try this thing where I think I know how to do it with the editing software that we use for our videos. Well, it's not software, it's an app on our phone. Yeah. But where we're going to go, we're going to insert pictures of the framing choices that we picked here. So hopefully that worked. And if it didn't, then we didn't. If it didn't, then we'll
put them at the end if they weren't inserted.
Yeah, right, then we'll put them at the end. But I think
I chose 3 things, and Steph chose 3 things. Yep,
we showed them to you last week.
And you saw them if you watched episode 31. If not, go back and look. I
also posted my respective pieces on my Instagram account, and she did on hers.
And I did as well. So if you want to see the moldings that we picked, you can check our Instagram accounts individually. We have individual Instagram accounts. We got a lot of help. Steph helped. Barbara, of course, helped. And all the other friends that happened to be there when we were in line to pick our moldings.
Yep. So the 2 out of the 3 are pretty self-explanatory. The one that I did want to, like, give a side note on is my Fiona. So there's like a purple mat that I'm going to have, and then I printed out a picture of Fiona that was taken by the zoo. And then I'm going to have like words that go underneath it, something to the effect of like Cincinnati's favorite hippo, and then Fiona, and then her birthday. So it can be hung up on our Ohio wall.
Right.
So some people were like, what the hell are you going to do with that? And I was like, let me explain.
Right. So also, I took my mother's tree back to the shop because Barbara is going to insert all the thread and the lettering chart on the back for the next generation to if Stephanie happens to have a daughter.
Right.
So we want to have that available if that event should occur.
Correct.
So, so that's back at the shop, back in Cross Stitch Hospital.
And it's not like we're going to be getting them next week. So
No.
Yeah.
No.
At this rate, they're going to be, I mean, they're not taking any new framing orders after the 1st of May, but from the looks of it, they're going to be framing until the end of the year.
Honest to God.
Yeah, this stack was huge.
People took in 5 and 6 pieces at a time.
Right.
So that was Friday, and we were there pretty late.
And we left at like 9:30,
like
10 o'clock.
almost like 10 hours, you know.
Because we don't mess around.
And in case we hadn't mentioned it before, Keepsakes is in an old
house.
Sears house.
Oh.
I think it's Sears Roebuck House. Yeah. And you might figure that out from looking at the picture. And so it's a one bathroom residence originally. So
is that
you're there a long time? So
is that like special to a Sears Roebuck house? It's like you
well, it was bathroom? you know back when they were
there's no shower in there.
Selling plans. You bought the plans to build a house. Is what you did.
Oh.
And one bathroom. This new generation, they don't know. They don't understand.
Well, and then I just realized that there's no shower in there either. So
no, of course not.
Of course not.
Well,
God forbid.
Who knows where that would have been? I don't know. We'd have
Probably
to talk to
upstairs,
Barbara.
whatever.
She knows the history of the house.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyhow.
So that was Friday.
And then we came home, and I can't come home and go straight to bed. So we stayed up until I was up till probably 1 o'clock in the morning because it's about my bedtime is 1. And then because I stay up late and sleep late. So, and then my alarm went off so when we went in September, we went to the Tiara stitching retreat, and Tiara is kind of like a sect off of the Cincinnati Queen City Sampler Guild. We are not members of the guild in Cincinnati, but they have a retreat every fall, and then throughout the year they have Saturday stitch days over on the west side of town, and we get the emails, but it just hadn't really worked out with our schedules, and then we were reminded on Friday night, oh, hey, are you going to Tiara tomorrow? We were like, why not? So my alarm went off at 8:45 in the morning, and I was like, I hate cross stitch. I was like, I'm so tired, but that's fine. So
that's what I felt like a retreat, gotta get up, gotta stitch.
As if we wouldn't stitch all day anyway, but it's the weekend, so why not? But
it's not like they have recliners over there either, so.
Very valid point. So, and I have to wear a bra when I go out in public, so lame. I don't have to do anything, but for the good of the public, I do.
Right.
So we went over and did that on Saturday. It's a different group of people. It wasn't the same exact people we saw
Not
Friday.
Same exact.
But a couple of the same people, but it was nice to see another crew of stitchers.
Right.
So
we talked a lot about FlossTube while we were over there.
We did.
Different channels we like and people that we hadn't checked out yet.
Yep.
And we shared a little bit about stuff in that department.
Yep.
I wasn't planning on mentioning this, but I think I will.
Okay.
When we were at another stitchy thing we did this past weekend, let's go to our StitchCon meeting.
Oh, yeah, Tuesday.
On Tuesday night, we told you we were going.
Mm-hmm.
And sort of part of that evening, Barbara obviously is going to market. And Sue Hillis was there. And they were talking about going to market in March in Nashville. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess there's typically a flyer that everybody gets talking about the schedule for market. And I guess there are classes or talks or I don't know. I'm not a retailer, obviously. So Barbara was showing us that there's a woman and she is giving a class.
Or a talk or something.
Air quotes, class. And the title of it is, What is a FlossTuber?
Right.
So, of course, Barbara was intrigued.
Right.
And there really wasn't too much in the blurb for this class. And Barbara shot her an email and said, tell
me more.
Tell me more. What do you plan to cover in this class? And Barbara mentioned StitchCon and that, we're expecting 30-odd FlossTube burrs to come to StitchCon. seriously, I just asked Barbara to report back because I thought that was very intriguing. It sounded like the woman who was teaching the class was coming at it from the standpoint of FlossTube being an outlet. I don't know if that's the right word.
Like a selling outlet? Is that what
yeah.
Right, yeah.
And
I mean,
of course,
I know that there are like designers and stuff on FlossTube, but
sure, like Paulette and of course
Kathy Haberman and like, but I don't feel like either.
I'm not going to give this woman's name out. I don't feel comfortable quite doing that,
but
because I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Because I don't know if she even knows what FlossTube is.
Well, that's why I'm not going to say anything negative, but just other FlossTube channels. Hello, be aware that some people are looking at the growth of FlossTube and its impact, I think.
On the
biz,
the
positively or negatively. I just thought it was interesting. Sue was familiar with this particular person, had taken a class with her more or less on using Facebook and other social media. So I think this woman has a certain
angle.
That's better than the word I was about to say. Certain angle. And Barbara is going to let us know. Well, Sue will be there too. So we'll hear about what this woman says in this class at Market. Because if Sue doesn't go, Barbara's definitely signed up too. So.
Yeah, right. For sure.
Okay, so I didn't mean to talk about that, but I thought other floss tubers would be interested in knowing that was happening during Market in March. All right.
So you mentioned the StitchCon meeting, and I forgot to put it in the notes. So we did have a very productive StitchCon meeting on Tuesday. Nicole was there, Sue was there, Barb, and me and Mom.
Right.
And one thing that she wanted us to make sure that we said on our channels was, and I know we've said it before, but the wait list. And like she said that she's gotten a lot of calls from people as like, well, what are my realistic chances of getting in? Well, realistically speaking, June is, I mean, I know that it will be here before you know it, but a lot can happen in 5 months. And so there's multiple reasons why we want you to put your name on the wait list. One is so if something happens, you can come.
Bottom line, June's a long way away.
Basically.
Anything could happen.
Right. But secondly, is so that we can gauge how much realistic interest there is out there for it. So for next year's planning of StitchCon 2019, we can look into different venues if we know that we're going to have 300 people, for example, and kind of go about it that way. If we're going to, we didn't want to
and you don't lose anything by being on the wait list.
Right.
You don't commit to anything
you don't
by
pay
being on the wait
or anything.
list. If you would like to be part of the predicted interest for next year, then put your name on the wait list.
Yep. And something that Barbara told us to tell everyone about StitchCon is that if you put your name on the wait list for StitchCon 2018 and you do not make it in this year, those people who are on the wait list will be getting preferential treatment for 2019.
Yes.
So even if you are number 712 on the waiting list, it's not that long. But if you are the last person on the wait list for this year, you're going to get preferential treatment for next year.
Because we don't want to be in a situation where first-year attendees come back and come back and come back, and nobody can get a toehold to get in.
Right.
So I think it's really cool that Barbara's doing it that way.
Yeah.
And if next year rolls around and you say, oh, I did want to register my interest but can't do it, so no loss.
Right.
No loss. Yeah. Okay?
So, so please just put your name on the wait list because for a multitude of reasons, it's going to be beneficial to all parties involved.
And if you have just found this channel or have heard this buzz about StitchCon, the website is www.stitchcon.org. And it's all there.
We will link it below.
Right.
So, I just wanted to make sure I said that because I wanted to kind of field as many phone calls as possible to Barbara. So, anyway, so that is our 15 minutes of announcements and our Stitchy week and stuff. It has been full. That is for show.
Correct. So let's talk about whips.
So I think we have a first, episode 32. Pam has no whips.
I have no whips. I am whipless.
She's lost all of her whips. No, because she has 3 finishes because she's a show off. Don't put your dust on me, Pam. And then, the one thing that both her and I are working on is a project that we're not sharing on FlossTube.
Right.
So, not because we hate you, but because it's not for FlossTube. So, anyway. So I have my one whip because I do have a finish, too. Because I stitch, too, just in case anyone was wondering. But because it's winter, and even though it doesn't really feel like it because there's no snow out,
it's Southern Ohio.
Right. Sad trombone. I pulled my 6 Fat Men out because I'm really close to being done with it, and so I was like, I want to work on that. And plus, I'm working on that thing for Sue Hill still, so I was working on that too. So whatever. But this is the one block I've been working on. This is called Snow Day. It's by Lizzie Kate. So for anyone that doesn't know, the thing is called 6 Fat Men. See? 6 Fat Men. And then at the end, it looks like this.
There you go.
So, but I'm not doing it on that boring fabric. Sorry, Liz Kate, it's kind of boring. Just, and so this is my progress. So I think the last time I showed it to you, I had the top 4 blocks done. So I finished this block this week. Well, it's not finished because I still have to fill in all this white down here, but boo-hoo, I don't want to right now. So that block is done except for the rest of the white snow, and then Snow Day is pretty much done, except for the white at the bottom, the snowbanks, the snowman, there's one more house, and a couple of pine trees. So, I love this.
Good progress.
So
pretty. And
yes.
Both Friday and Saturday, Steph got a lot of compliments on it in person because
special.
Yeah, in person it's even prettier.
So, I did make some changes I just wanted to note. So, like, if you saw this, the Snow Day is called for in white. I changed it to the darker green. It's called Monkey Grass, because the white, like, the big blocks of white obviously show up just fine on here. But the words just weren't showing up. So I changed the words on this block and on a couple other ones. So this block actually, this one doesn't have any words in it. So it's just by itself. And then no other block has letters or words with this green. So I was like, I'm going to do that. So that's what I did.
Very, very pretty.
So very excited about it. Yep. So that one's going to get framed, but probably not by Barbara. But, well, maybe. Because I'll have it done by May. That's for sure. Yeah. That's post show.
Yeah.
So that's my whip.
Okay.
So that was the
like I said. I did not have any whips because I pretty much worked on finishing up some stuff. Mm-hmm. So it falls into the finish category, Correct. The finish department.
Correct.
All right. So I've been working over almost the past year, off and on a Prairie Schooler old chart. I think it's number 44.
Yes.
And it's called Birds and Berries. And my plan is that I am going to find a discarded window pane and frame them in 4 panes of a window. Yeah. So, what I finally finished was the Blue Jay. And if you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen it. And I didn't take the time to press it.
Nope, it doesn't go like that.
Yep. I gotta show it the right way. Hold on.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Because he's a contrary little fellow and wants to hang upside down. So that is the Blue Jay. And I'm glad to have it finished. Pretty. My chart, and I didn't do it, I swear. My chart has literally, and it was the cardstock chart, was sold to me in a pretty dilapidated condition. I literally cut and pasted together, scotch tape together.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
And marked up DMC conversions, DMC numbers written in it, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But I was really interested in getting some of these classic Prairie Schooler charts I just love. Oh, yeah. The ones from the early part of the series. But anyway, Blue Jay is my 4th, and I thought I would just show you, and they're better pressed than Mr. Blue Jay, the other three, if you're not familiar. So this is Cardinal. I believe that he is, without a doubt, my favorite.
I like him.
But you're jealous now, Nicole. Ha ha ha. And
This is my favorite.
Red-winged blackbird. And I believe this is,
an Oriole?
No, I think this is a chickadee. Pretty sure this is a chickadee. I'm calling it a chickadee.
Well, fine.
And
then the blue jay. I know, we always have to look at it.
And then Mr. Blue Jay.
Right.
Okay. So, yeah, so,
yeah.
Trixie Stitches out there. Janet is getting the chart mailed to her. She expressed an interest a long time ago and has been very patient waiting for
Pam to get her shit together.
Yeah, for me to finish this. So it'll go off in the mail
Beginning next week.
tomorrow, perhaps.
Probably. Yep.
Okay. I finished my February ornaments. We're so ahead of the game. It isn't even funny.
She's ahead of the game. It's February 4th, and she's already got all her February requirements done. Not requirements, because it's not a job.
Somebody was talking on, was it on FlossTube, or somebody was talking about how if you have an approaching birthday, like say, okay, I'm 62. So during your 62nd year, you think of yourself as being 62 before you actually turn 62. And I've had the same feeling about these monthly projects that we have. It's kind of
you
like,
need to get them done before
I finished
February.
the February, I'm ready to start March stuff, okay? And it's kind of like anticipatory, if you will. Anyway, side note.
Whatever.
My Halloween ornament for February, for this month, was from a chart from Prairie Moon, hashtag Prairie Moon. And I'm going to try to avoid the glare, but it's kind of hard. These two ornaments, this is what the chart looks like. It doesn't really have a title. I chose
Prairie Halloween Companion.
Yeah, and I chose to do the tombstone because I love cemeteries. I'm a genealogy nut, so anything that shows tombstones, I'm pretty much going to stitch them all.
Correct.
But I didn't really like the color of the fabric, just the way it was. I didn't like the colorway. I guess that's it, colorway.
Yeah.
So
she did her own
we
thing.
did a little digging in the bin of fabric. And we found the Aztec from Under the Sea Fabrics. Hi, Leslie. And snipped off a little piece of it and did it on Aztec from Under the Sea Fabrics, which is just yummy, yummy, yummy. I showed this, probably overshared it a couple of times because, and then the buttons came in the mail, the black star and the bat, and so they will be on there for the ornament. Probably will be a flat Halloween ornament.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it'd be weird if it
that's one of my finishes.
If it was in a pillow. Oh.
The other finish I had was a Christmas ornament for February. I had purchased this from Etsy. The seller is Sugar Stitches Design on Etsy.
She's actually in Ohio.
Yeah, she's in Ravenna.
Wherever that is.
Up near Cleveland. And so this is the cover of the design. Now commit that to memory because I didn't exactly do it that way. You know, I've been kind of learning, experimenting with 1/1 on my Heritage Sampler.
So tell them that it's hard to tell from this chart.
Yeah.
But all of this.
Yeah.
And the words hot cocoa.
Yeah.
Are charted in 1/1.
1/1. Not happening.
Hell no.
No.
So then we brainstormed, the two of us, because she was like, what do you think I should do? So I hope she would give me credit.
Yeah, so I said to Steph, I said, well, you know, I want to put the words hot cocoa on there.
Right.
But Kringle's doesn't yell to me. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. Chris Kringle is not what I called Santa Claus.
Right.
So Kringle's didn't really, you know, work for me. And so Steph said, so then I said, should I put hot cocoa, both words on the bottom, or should I put hot cocoa above the cup hot on the top, cocoa on the bottom, and that's what she came up with. So I just centered hot cocoa, top and bottom. Got the Mill Hill beads in the mail with the other buttons for the tombstone.
Yep.
And I think it came out fantastic. I'm very happy with it.
Me too.
And I'm really glad that I got the actual Mill Hill beads because they match the red and the green. This red is one that I would not have necessarily thought of as a
Christmas red.
A Christmas red, but it is
$347.
$347.
DMC.
DMC 347. And
I usually think of like 321 or 666.
So the green Mill Hill beads really match the green, and the red Mill Hill beads really match the
they're awesome.
The cup. So very happy with that. Very happy with not struggling to do 1/1 on this, and it all worked out.
There you go. It all works out. People.
On Etsy, Sugar Stitches Design. Elizabeth, cute. Vintage Stitcher up in Columbus. This just yelled your style. Aesthetic. So look at some of their cute little designs. I can see you stitching these all day long. Okay, so those are my whips.
Your finishes.
I mean, my finishes. Because I don't
whips.
have. Because you know I don't have. So anyway, yeah. So Stephanie has a finish as well.
I finished something too, people.
Yes, she did.
Just saying. So I showed this last week, and y'all knew that I was really close to being done with it.
Yeah.
So this is my Afternoon in New York by Country Cottage Needleworks.
There you go.
So I finished the brownstone on Monday, so just about a week ago, and I absolutely love it. I think it is pretty, and I love it a lot, and I'm very happy with it.
What's the fabric?
32 count Water Lily Linen by Witchell.
Yeah.
I think.
Water Lily.
I know it's the called.
Beautiful light mint green.
Yep. It's the called for fabric. And so I have to share my fangirl moment. So I shared my finish on Stitch Mania on Facebook, and then I shared my finish as well on the Little House Needleworks, Country Cottage Needleworks stitching group on Facebook as well. And Nikki, the Country Cottage Needleworks designer, commented and was like, "This looks so great," and I was like, she commented on my picture.
Was that the call for fabric?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like call for everything.
And Barbara had it in stock, so that was cool.
And I was like, oh my gosh, she commented. Oh my gosh, she commented. And so then I commented back, and I was like, I hope I did your pattern justice. And she was like, you did. Yeah. So, yep, all done. Afternoon in New York.
Great. All right, so that brings us to, she was trying to pick up Mo,
get the cat.
but Mo would have none of it.
I'm a baby.
Anyway.
Whatever. Just me.
So,
anyway.
We're going to talk about mail call next.
Mail call!
All right.
Favorite part of the whole thing.
Favorite part.
So, I got an Instagram message from a woman whose name is Chrissy. And she said that she is an avid watcher of our videos, but she doesn't comment very often, which is cool. That's fine. But that she loves our channel, and she heard about us giving the project bag giveaway, and that we had mentioned that we were going to put some goodies inside of it as well. And so she had an extra, an extra chart, or not an extra, but she purchased the Good Intentions by Kathy Barrick chart, and she thought she would like it, and then she said it was just not her taste. And so she knew that I had it and was stitching it, but she thought that maybe you okay over there? Okay.
Keep talking.
So she thought that, that I would want to give it away in my bag, and I was like, that's super nice of you. Yeah. So, what is wrong with me? So, I knew that was coming. So, first of all, she sent this card, which was really cute and nice. So, very pretty card. And then, she sent this. So, what we decided, you'll see the project bags at the end of the video when we talk about our giveaway. But, that the cat bag will not only be, like, we've called the cat bag for me and the patriotic bag for my mom, which we talked about. But inside the bag is going to be stuff that, like, is Stephanie stuff and, like, Pam stuff. So this is going to go in my bag. So, because I obviously love this chart, and I am stitching it. So, yeah, love it. So, and I've seen a lot of people, my mom was like, I don't know if somebody that likes, that it gets your cat project bag is going to want to stitch this. And I was like, I have seen so many conversions to this. So be creative if you get this and you're like, I don't know what the heck, I don't like this. I've seen people stitch this with like pinks and blues and makes it not look primitive at all. And so just be creative if you happen to win my project bag, because this is a really good chart and I love this quote. So she sent me that, but she also sent me a bunch of other stuff. So some stuff we're going to give away, some stuff we're going to keep, but we haven't really gotten there yet. So this is the Erica Michaels Serenity. And she sent it because she knew that I was looking for the Serenity prayer, but without the word God in it. And this is exactly that. So this is the Erica Michaels Serenity from the Petites collection. And
it actually has an alternative.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, on the back.
Addendum chart on the back.
Right.
Showing a way to do the word God, if you are so inclined.
Right. Excuse me. And then this is from Summer House Stitch Works, called Simple Abundance. And I love this for some ridiculous reason. I think it's the quilt diamonds along the border that I like a lot, but love that. And then there is, this one is from the Stitch Works in Tulsa, Oklahoma, All Stacked Up Flamingo. And this will be in probably Pam's bag, but we haven't decided yet. Comes with this big old button. Look at that big beach ball button that you put down here. And then this will definitely be in Pam's bag because she just bought it at Stitch Away. And it's called Twice Blessed by Hands On Design. So,
because if you've watched us for a while, you know I love white pumpkin. So I did buy it at Stitch Away.
Valid point. And then this last one, which I think I'm going to keep, sorry people, is a Plum Street Samplers Bounty Sampler. And Mom almost lost her lunch when I told her. I said, I want to stitch this 1/1 on 36. So, because, and the reason being is because it's primitive style, and I really like the look of the 1/2 on 36. I think I said 1/1 on 36. It's 1/2 on 36 is what I meant. And I really like that look of it. When we walked into the shop on Friday, on the table was this, stitched up. It was going to be framed by Barbara. And I was like, that is gorgeous. What is that? And nobody knew what it was. And then we got the mail on Saturday, and this was in it. And I was like, that's the one at the shop. So, thank you so much, Chrissy. I appreciate what?
Nothing. Keep going.
Oh, it's on that Stars Hollow blend, which is the Gilmore Girls fabric. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
Because Stars Hollow was the Gilmore Girls town. Anyway, so thank you so much, Chrissy. I appreciate that. So we have a lot of things that we are planning on putting in the project bags when we mail those out to people. But this helps. So thank you so much. And it's nice to get your package, and you are too kind. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Chrissy, very much.
Yes. And then you all know that we are big fans of Crazy Annie Miller. And she actually messaged my mom, and then she messaged me, but she knew that I was interested in doing the Cricut collection months and wanted to know which ones I still needed or wanted, because she was going to look to see what she had. And there are some that I have no interest in doing, like May and March. I have no interest, in no desire to stitch those months. The March one is just super Irish, and I'm not Irish or inclined to drink copious amounts of alcohol on St. Patrick's Day. So, and then, the May one has like a big bumblebee hive on it, and like, I don't know, there's a maypole, and it just isn't my thing. Anyway, so, but I do have, 5 or 6 that I still would like to acquire. And so I gave her the list, and she had one of them. And so she sent me, You Have Been Racked by Annie Miller, which is so nice that she does it. And she sent me August. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And I think that's really pretty.
Yep.
So, it says, the pelican named Belican gets his moniker from a simple child's verse so often quoted by my rhyme-loving mother. Quote, what a wonderful bird is the pelican, his beak can hold more than his belly can. Get it? It was her way of hinting that someone at the table had bitten off more than he or she could chew.
Cute.
Unlike the screeching seagull, the pelican is the quiet seaside sentinel and my favorite shorebird. And that's really pretty fabric. Anyway, we had an argument. Not an argument, but we had a debate over who was going to stitch this. Looks like Pam won the debate. So I have July as well, and July is patriotic. And I was like, you can't stitch both of them, Pam. That's not fair. Okay. So we need to make a decision.
So we'll make a decision at some point. So we'll make a decision. I really like this August. And she'll probably let me do it because
I'm a nice child. And she birthed me.
And
so she can do it.
And she can do the July.
And I'll do the July one. So that's fine. So thank you, Annie. I appreciate that.
Yep.
And
when we were over at the shop on Friday for the big, long, move-in day at Keepsakes.
Right. Big, long move-in, put out the cops situation.
Sue was there. Sue Hillis. And our friend Lori. Hi, Lori. And Lori had brought in this Hinzite piece to be framed. It was laying on the table, and I went, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. And Lori and I were talking, and I went, oh, my God, Lori, I just love that. Never seen it before. She goes, here, have the chart. Okay. So, now, I need to tell you this ahead of time. The picture does not do this justice.
No, not at all.
It is really, really vibrant, and this looks very washed out. But it's called Halloween Owl.
It's called Stacked Halloween Owl.
Yes, Stacked Halloween Owl.
Don't
so even think that this does it justice because it doesn't. No. And the reason I mentioned Sue Hillis was standing there, and she left shortly thereafter, but she was saying, remember the Hinzites with just the alternating beads and letters for all those words? And then when they branched out, I mean, I've done what is it called? Stitcher's Cemetery or something like that with the tombstones, and I've done Shoreline, Hinzite.
And lighthouses.
They've really become quite versatile beyond the alternating beads and letters thing. So, so thank you, Lori.
Those
I love
candy
it.
corn letters are adorable,
and it's so much cuter. It has a little spider star
and a little
spider charm, and a leaf charm. There's a spider charm right there by my finger, and then the little leaf. I can find those.
No problem.
Okay, so thank you, Lori. And I guess the next category is haul.
I think maybe this is like the second time this has ever happened.
What?
That I don't have any haul this week.
Oh. Okay, so
so I'm just going to sit back. Well, Pam.
No. First order of business. I think we showed you the huge progressive chart that Sue Hillis is designing. She's kind of designing on the go, which only Sue Hillis can do. It
was the Stitch Away 2018 gift.
Right.
Ow.
And I found out Friday that I misspoke on the last video because someone asked where they could get this chart, and I said you had to have gone to Stitch Away, and I was wrong. So if you would like this chart, even just for the top part, and you'll see why. Okay, that is a very close replication of Keepsakes. I told you it was the Sears Roebuck house. Little 310, the little black cat.
So cute.
There. Yes, you can get this. I would recommend that you call Barbara at Keepsakes or anybody that answers the phone. Even if we're there, we answer the phone. How much did she say it was?
It is $12.
$12.
And then
for the chart.
So you get the chart with the top with the house and the words and stuff, and then you get the January block. That's $12. And then you have to make either a donation to
We're watching the cat.
I know. A $15 donation to Princeton's Closet every month to get the chart or purchase
$15 worth of merchandise.
Right. To get
That's
the chart.
easy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
So, as you can see, she's gone down.
This is the January block, and that you get all together.
Right. And so,
seriously, with this cat?
Mo is resting now on what I want to show you next.
Well, this is what you want to show them. This is the February block.
Well, I had a bigger version, didn't I?
No, this is it.
Oh, never mind.
This is it.
Okay.
So this is the February block. So
there you go.
We live
Isn't that pretty?
We live in the same house, so we got one. And like we can share and whatever. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait. I mean, this is what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait till the end of the year to see what people use for fabrics.
Yeah.
And see how they do it, because this is like a basic. I don't know what the.
I think she's using some kind of bisque even weave or something. I don't know.
Yeah, something.
I don't know.
But anyway, so but then somebody, Jen, was gonna use the Summer Sky Jubilant, and I was like, that's amazing. And she was going to change the letters to blue conversion. And I was like, genius.
Now, she had these in paper form, and I overheard that she's got printer issues. So when she gets her printer issues resolved, these will be issued in cardstock. And you can also buy these individually. I think they're $8.
I don't know.
I think they're $8. Now, I don't know whether she's taking this to market. I don't know. But again, call Keepsakes and ask about it. The Stitch Away Year of Keepsakes.
And in the model that Lynn is stitching, beautiful stitcher, she actually, in both the January, you can see in the January block here and the February block here, there's a needle and thread, and she left an actual needle in the stitching and looks super cool.
Yeah. So there's an idea.
Right. There you
go. Okay. And then
we mentioned this last week.
I told you that I ordered, I had to get the buttons for my 2 ornaments. We
got this at Keepsakes.
Yeah, so I'll do this next.
Right, but talk about this first, because this was Keepsakes.
Oh yeah, so at Keepsakes, this was not laying around,
right? But it was
prominently displayed.
It was in the 50% off bin.
Oh,
that's why we got it. Because I showed the I do like to be free one.
So remember last week, Stephanie picked this one up.
Yep.
And I got this one.
Yep.
Because
duh.
nautical. Because duh.
Right.
Because duh. Hashtag because duh.
Right. I just want to see what this blue is, if it's DMC or variegated. Of course it's friggin' variegated, obviously.
All right. So that was our haul from the LNS.
LNS.
And what I started to say before was that since I had to order the bat button and the Mill Hill beads from 123, throw in a pattern. So this was on my wish list, and it is from Lone Elm Lane. Mm-hmm. And again, picture, I don't think it's going to do it justice, because I also went ahead and got the recommended fabric that 123 had listed with it. This is called, In the Moonlight. In the Moonlight.
Look at him.
Isn't that cute? All right, now commit that to memory, because it's going on this lovely stuff.
Oh, 32 count copper.
32 penny. Count copper penny linen. Okay, are you getting the picture here?
It's awesome.
It's going to be awesome. It's showing up more bluish on camera than it is in real life. It's really quite brown. So
yeah, but it's beautiful. Yeah, that's true.
It still shows a blue tint, and there is somewhat of a blue tint, but not like I'm seeing
that's true. Yeah,
on the camera. So I got that from 123 along with my buttons and beads.
Yep.
And then I was kind of thinking Lori Birmingham. Remember my little stocking that caused quite an uproar. My Santa stocking that caused all kinds of wonderfully complimentary interest on Facebook. Mm-hmm. I went on Etsy and found someone who was selling. Can I get this over the plastic real quick? No. Okay, so we'll have to hold it so you don't get the glare. This is called Willy Melt. And
Look at him.
I got it for about $10. Not bad. Another person on Etsy was selling it for like $29. No,
thank you.
And it comes with the bead pack and the carrot button. And I obviously will not be stitching it on a stupid stitch band. That's a dumb idea, I think.
Stop, you're terrible.
But I probably would make it into a stand-up, maybe, perhaps. I don't know. But he's super cute.
Isn't
and
he
would be a good, too big for an ornament.
Yeah.
But
still cute.
Super cute. And I got a nice note from the lady on Etsy that I bought it from.
Yep.
Cute little card.
And the card.
So,
for the jar.
Yeah. So that's haul.
There you go.
All right.
So plans.
Plans. We thought it would be kind of fun to
do a new start for the Olympics.
Yeah.
So we kind of thought, like, okay, well, what's Olympics? And so Mom has a lot of figure skating, and then she also has a lot of patriotics for Team USA, or our winter stuff. So I looked through I don't have a patriotic section and so I saw what was patriotic. Nothing really spoke to me in that. I don't have anything sports related because I don't do sports. I did in high school, but not anymore. So I looked at my winter, which I have quite a bit in my winter. So I am going to be doing from the trilogy called Giggly Wiggly Penguins. Look at them. And they're on ice skates. So winning. So, #winning, #penguin stack. So, I'm going to be kind of doing it I haven't exactly picked the fabric, but I think I know what I want. It's going to be something on the neutral side. But we picked out all the colors, and then we are purists, but we're also, like, realistic purists in that, like, if we have an overdyed thread, like, might as well use it. And so, I picked out which colors I'm going to do. Some are overdyed, some are overdyed's not called for, some are DMC. So it won't look exactly like this picture, but I think it will be adorable regardless.
Better.
How friggin', look at him on the bottom.
Yep.
So yes, I'm excited about this.
Yep.
Plus there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have no idea how many days the Olympics goes for. However, I think I could probably do a penguin
Oh, that's
a day.
a good idea. Didn't think of that.
So at least I can get this bed penguin done in a night.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So yeah, so that's my start. We're going to be starting that on the opening ceremonies.
Opening ceremonies.
On the 8th.
Which are coming
On the 8th.
Friday? Friday night?
Nope, Thursday.
Thursday.
There's like a thing on the 8th, and then the opening ceremonies are the 9th. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll just watch NBC all day. That's fine.
Okay, so I have a lot of high skate patterns that I have yet to stitch. But since this was kind of a sudden decision, and we didn't really want to go and purchase a whole lot of stuff, I happen to have this Bent Creek photo booth. Remember those? Okay.
So cute.
And so I went the patriotic route on this instead of the ice skating
Team
route.
USA.
Team USA.
Cool.
So, this is called Flags and Friends, and it is hysterically funny.
Oh my
and you
gosh,
know
it's
me,
stupid.
us, and funny. So, it's Uncle Sam and the bald eagle, Baldy, in the phone booth. And if you look real closely, it kind of is like, you know when you used to have those flip books as a kid?
So
and
cute.
if you flipped them real fast, they actually moved. So there they are on the top. Then there's a little exchange, and before the end, Baldy has the Uncle Sam hat on, and
I love it.
Uncle Sam is waving the flag. So, and this comes with the Jabco button, which is blue, and it comes with the fabric. And again, we just went to all of our overdyes and just said, yeah, this will work, this will work, this will work, this will work.
Yep.
So that's going to be my Olympic start.
Yay. Team USA.
The other
USA.
thing in plans is that I got a message from an Instagram fan.
Instagram fan.
Well, friend is what I should say, friend. Cheryl. She lives in Portland, Maine. Hi, Cheryl. And
Cheryl.
she said that she would love to do a sell with me. And I said, that's fantastic. What did you have in mind? I would love to do that. So she had a couple of ideas. One was Journey Home by Cricket Collection. And the other one was Beachy Mood by Cricket Collection as well. And turns out I've already stitched and have hanging on my wall Voyage Home by Cricket.
Journey Home? Or Voyage Home?
I'm not sure now that you made me question it, but...
Well, first you said Journey Home, and then you said Voyage Home. I just want people to know the right answer. Journey Home sounds right.
It's got the verse from Nathaniel Hawthorne on it.
Okay, well, whatever.
And houses and a ship.
Good.
Sorry.
Great. Way to go, Pam.
I think it's Voyage Home.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Okay.
Anyway.
And so I said, but I've got Beachy Mood from Cricket Collection, and let's do that. She said, great. So I was just, poking around in my stuff the other day, and I went, haven't heard from Cheryl. So I sent her a message, and I said, hey, Cheryl, when do you want to start Beachy Mood? And she said, well, I didn't want to bother you. And I was like, girl,
let's go.
Let's go. So this is the pattern. Okay.
So
it's called Beachy Mood. Okay. It's got all kinds of yummy stuff on it. And I played around with trying to find another piece of minty green, and it just wasn't happening. I don't know. Can't explain it. Then we went into the bin of fabrics, and we came up with this piece of even weave. I'll show it like this. Look at that. Look at that.
That's showing pretty true.
We are going, Cheryl and I are going to be doing Beachy Mood. And if you're watching, Cheryl, I have my fabric. And most of my floss has been pulled. I think there's a few colors. Yeah, Stephanie pulled my floss for me. I told you I needed her help. And so it's almost kitted up.
Right.
And if
I mean, you could probably start it.
I could probably if I have a color that's, in the starting point. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Beachy Mood on this blue. It's 32 count even weave. And didn't have to cut it. It's all good to go.
Ready to go.
Ready to go. So, the Pam and Cheryl
Beach Sal.
Beach Sal. How do you like that? All right. So, now for the big news. We have surpassed 2,000 subscribers.
Yes.
Pause. We have actually surpassed 2,500 subscribers.
That's insane.
Because we all live in FlossTube land, I guess. I don't know.
But I like it.
So, it was time for a giveaway a long time ago, and we came up with a great idea. I thought we came up with a great idea.
I like it.
We decided...
It's an idea I can get behind.
What?
I said it's an idea I can get behind.
Oh, I think you said something about 90. Okay. Anyway...
Clean your ears out, Pam.
The giveaway will be a project bag, as Stephanie alluded to earlier, filled with goodies.
Right.
Not a lot of goodies, but a few goodies.
Yep.
And you have your choice in this giveaway of saying that you want one of two bags.
Right.
One of two bags. You don't get both.
Correct.
You get one of two.
You have to choose. Sorry, that's life.
Yes. As we mentioned earlier, we were at Keepsakes around noon, met up with Jan, our finisher. She did some of our Christmas ornaments. She's a beautiful seamstress. And we had explored with her this idea while we were at Stitch Away. She said, that's great. We went to Fabric Shack in Waynesville and got our fabric for 2 different project bags. We gave her the fabric, told her what we wanted on the inside, told her what we wanted on the outside for fabrics. She said, do you want the clear fronts? And we said, yes, please. Let's do the clear fronts.
Why not?
She happens to not care for the ones that flap over with the piece of Velcro. We said, fine.
Whatever.
Do zippers.
That's cool.
All right. So who's going to show theirs first?
Me.
Okay, Stephanie.
I feel like I want to.
This is going to be
the Stephanie bag.
The Stephanie bag.
So, it is...
Guess what the topic is?
We've already told them this video.
We did?
Cats and Patriotic, we already went
Oh,
through.
sorry.
So, this is the outside fabric. Look at those cats. This is the back. Jan was very, very good about making sure that the cats were right side up. And this is the front. Those are little balls of yarn. And they match the little balls of yarn on the fabric. And then there's a zipper up here.
With a little heart zipper pull.
So you can see what's inside. Isn't that adorable? And the zipper is like kind of a coppery brown color to match the brown cats. The only part of the white fabric that is upside down is this part right here. And I was like, I would rather have this be upside down than all of this be upside down.
Right.
So.
And you seamstresses, I'm like Vanna, I don't like the word sewer because you can also say it's sewer.
Sure. But, so this fits, we didn't test it, but this fits, I know for a fact, it fits. This is a pattern, regular size pattern.
There you go. Yeah.
So,
use that as a reference point to how big they are. Okay.
So this is the Stephanie bag. So it will be filled with Stephanie goodies.
Right. Not necessarily all cat stuff.
Right. But Good Intentions by Kathy Barrick will be going in here.
Right.
And other things that remind you of me.
Okay. So if you want to enter the giveaway, tell us why.
Yeah.
Why you would like to enter the giveaway for the Stephanie bag.
Right.
Okay. This is the Pam bag, same size. Mm-hmm. This is the outside. Yowzer, is that great?
So pretty.
And this is the inside. Also zipper, contrasting zipper, little star zipper pull, and there's a close-up of the inside. That's a good shot.
Yeah, there you go.
Same size as the Steph bag. Mm-hmm. If you would like this bag,
it smells good too.
Leave a comment on this video.
Yeah, so you have to leave a comment on this video.
Right.
Episode 32.
Right.
Do not use the word giveaway.
Right.
You must be a subscriber over the age of 18. And the question that you have to answer... Do
not use the word giveaway in your comments.
Which I just said.
Oh, sorry.
And you also, all you have to say is why you want the Pam bag and why you want this, or why you want the Stephanie bag. You must choose one.
Right.
So, we will not, we will put everyone in a list there will be the Pam list and the Stephanie list.
We do random generator.
Yep. Everyone gets a number and then we will do a random number generator. And
the giveaway will be open until?
Midnight between Saturday and Sunday next week. So we will make sure that there's some weeks where we record on Saturday. We will make sure that we do not record next week until Sunday. So the midnight between Saturday and Sunday next week. Let me get my...
Eastern Standard Time.
Let me get my calendar so I know what the date on that is. That is between the 10th and 11th of February. Okay?
Right. Midnight.
So, and it's a simple question. So either why would you want the Steph bag / cat bag, or why do you want the Pam / patriotic bag? And...
Yep.
There you go. So we're super excited about this. We can't wait. We know there's going to be lots of excited people. So I think that this is a really great idea. And it's different than anything we've done before.
And yes, you can enter from other countries besides USA.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Is that we don't care where you live. Go. We'll send.
You know, I mean, this really does not
scream America.
Say USA on it.
I mean, it does. But
maybe you like stars.
Yeah. Or red, white, and blue.
Or red, white, and blue.
You know, maybe you're from England. I don't know.
Boy, that was really smart of me to choose this fabric for that reason.
Good job, Pam.
I wasn't thinking of that at the time. All right. We need to wrap it up.
So, you going to share your Patriot stuff?
Oh, well, we need to wrap it up because it's game day.
Super Bowl Sunday, people.
And just in case you didn't know.
Fly, Eagles, fly. No, I'm kidding. It was a joke. It was lying.
I hope it was a joke.
Yeah. Fly. I hope they fly so I can shoot them
Needle Minder, Gina's Unique Boutique, Ort Catcher, Nancy Harris. Leave a comment if you want to know how to get in touch with
Nancy Harris.
Her product line.
Gina's Unique Boutique is on Etsy.
So much to love. Christmas present from Stephanie a couple Christmases ago.
Yep.
In case there was any doubt.
Right.
That's all I'm going to say. I hope it's a good game.
Which it will be.
We will be staying up not only for the game, but for
This Is Us.
This Is Us.
Oh, I can't wait.
The fire episode.
All your questions will be answered.
So,
I'm more excited for that, just so you know.
It's about 4 o'clock, and we got to run. We got stitching to do and football to watch and all kinds of good stuff.
So good luck to everyone in the giveaway. Thank you all so very much for loving our channel and for subscribing.
Yes,
and
yes.
We appreciate each and every single last one of you.
Look at this. We're making it under an hour. If I can say, I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Just Keep Stitching. Bye.